What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was the Last Uchiha, and yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Jimmy the Tais for suggesting me this idea. And before continuing this is going to be a single ship story, and aside from that, as you heard, Naruto is going to be an Uchiha. There might be some minor changes, as Jimmy has told me in his comment, as well as the plot that he has given me. I'm gonna be following that closely as much as possible, but you know me, I might add a bit of my few bits here and there. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins in Konohagakure no Sato, on the day of the Kyuubi attack. As we go towards the outskirts of the said village to see that many of these shinobis were there who were fighting for the survival of their homeland, their village, as a huge nine-tailed fox was screeching and roaring at them while thrashing its tail left and right, turning mountain into rubble and slashing away many of the shinobis. As we see an old man who looked quite important amongst them, with a bow staff in his hand. Where is Minato when you need him? And in a red and blue flash, we see a blond man appeared there, with red eyes, which had tomos in them. Hokage-sama, you're back, said one of the shinobi, seeing him. It took you long enough, Minato. Where were you? Well, I was busy. Yeah, you were. What went wrong? No time to explain, Hiruzen-sama. I need to prepare for the seal. As he then made a hand seal, and he then said, summoning jutsu. As a huge toad appeared there, Gamabunta, I need you to take care of Kyuubi for a while. You know that's the strongest Biju out there, Minato, and that's not a piece of cake. But I'll do what I can, and buy you as much time as I can. Thank you. What are you planning? Said Hiruzen, as he saw that Gamabunta had now gotten the attention of the rampaging Biju. I'm gonna seal the Kyuubi inside my son. But Minato, he's just born, and infant child has never been used to seal the Biju ever again, and that is why I'm gonna seal the half of it inside. And what about the rest? I'm gonna consume it inside of me, and I'll sacrifice my soul to the Shinigami. What? You're going to use the Reaper that seal? Yes. Kushina is already dead. Now I need you to make sure of only one thing. People really know what a Jinchuriki is, because Kushina had that fear and made me promise that if I ever to survive, I will never let hatred get near Naruto. And please, just protect him, okay? I will do my best. But what if the other half cannot be contained? It has never been tested on a full-grown adult. Mito-sama was able to stop him when she was 16. Not you, Minato. You're older. It can be dangerous. Since I'm gonna die anyway, it's worth a shot. Hold up, said a woman with two pigtails as she arrived there. In her hands was an infant kid as well. As suddenly, Inoichi appeared next to her. Tsunade-sama, please wait. How can you do this? She's your granddaughter and my child. I will certainly not allow you to use her as a Jinchuriki. If Kushina can do that, so can I. She was also a daughter to me, alongside Misaki. Misaki sacrificed herself. She died during birth. She died giving birth to her. Please, she's all I have. You can't do this to her. You'll protect her. Be a man and let me do this. She's a Senju. She's bound to be able to withstand it. Plus, I have Uzumaki genes, which I'm sure will be passed down to her. Use her, Minato. Are you sure about this? He said, looking towards Inoichi, who looked down. Do it. If it's for the rest of the village, just do it, Minato. I won't hold it against you. I'm sorry, Inoichi, just do it, goddammit, said Inoichi, as Minato looked down and nodded, before placing Ino right next to Naruto. As Tsunade watched as her granddaughter and her pseudo grandson were placed right next to each other, as the seal was prepared by Minato. Okay, here it goes. As after completing the hand seals, He could feel the tension grow as his skin and blood ran cold as the Shinigami itself manifested. as Shinigami knew what Minato had in mind through the link and the seal which it was summoned, and the Kyuubi was dragged through its stomach and was sealed inside the two of the kids, as Minato's skin turned pale even further as he fell down, soul leaving his body. Protect them both at all cost. I'm sorry, Inoichi. It's not your fault, idiot. It's not your fault. Rest, my friend, said Inoichi as he saw that his Kage, his best friend, and his comrade has fallen in the battle, sacrificing his life so that they all could live, and has placed a huge burden on his son and his daughter. And now we see Hiruzen standing there. Tsunade, Inoichi. As Inoichi went and grabbed his daughter, while Tsunade went to grab onto Naruto. I'm gonna make sure that the seal is fine, said Tsunade, as well as I'm gonna make sure that both of them are healthy. You need a lot of work to do, Sensei, and I'm gonna leave you to it. I know, Tsunade. I guess I'll be going then. As after that we see Hiruzen Sarutobi then Bart ordered to the Anbu to wrap up all this and grab the fallen shinobi's bodies and bring them for proper burial, as he grabbed the hat of the Hokage and clutched it with his left hand, as he saw that the rain was now beginning to fall after the whole calamity, as he began to walk back to the village. While he was walking back, he saw that the kids were in the streets, probably orphaned now, as they were crying, calling out to their parents, and many other stuff has occurred. And that is when his resolve even more stiffened. He needed to tell everyone what a Jinchuriki is. He could not let the hatred and the sorrow, which he knew will later on turn into hatred, to befall on those two who are innocent. As he finally arrived inside the council chamber, where the council members were now beginning to gather. Hokage-sama, what went wrong? Said Mabuki Haruno. I thought Minato and Kushina said everything was under control. I know, but there was some complication. All I know is that, said Danzo Shimura, one of the elders, I saw the Sharingan manifest in Kyuubi's eyes before it went rampage inside the whole village. So it must be an Uchiha who casted the Genjutsu on the Biju. Now, Danzo, let's not blame the Uchihas, because the Uchihas were all there, trying to evacuate the civilians as well as fighting on the frontier line. Thank you, Hokage-sama. And I must inform you all of this. If this is really an Uchiha who we were not aware of, which I doubt highly unlikely, then he will be brought to justice. You have my full word and confidence in this. As everyone nodded, as Fugaku sat down. I presume that Minato didn't survive, said Homura. Neither did his wife and Inoichi's wife, and your fellow comrade Misaki Senju has also fallen. Because, well, she died due to birth, I guess. As Inoichi then said, yes, she died. I was gonna break the news after the meeting, but since Okage-sama has told us this, then yes. I want to know only one thing, Hiruzen. Aside from all the losses, my condolence to everyone, said Danzo. What happened to the Biju? It is safe and sealed away. Where? Who is the new Jinchuriki? As this piqued the interest of even the civilian council and the elders, because they wanted to know. And the shinobi. Minato had a son that was born today. He and Kushina had him together. As all of the council nodded. He couldn't ask for anyone else's child, so he was going to use his own. So he did use his own child? Yes. And also Inoichi's daughter, and Tsunade's granddaughter, Ino Yamanaka Senju. Wait, what? Said Hiyashi Yuga as he looked towards his comrade. Really? I thought that it was a decision made by the head of the family from her side, so I couldn't stop her, because I knew I couldn't. And Minato, well, his plan wasn't foolproof, even in the end. That idiot was going head first, so I had to do this. Both of them are now carrying half and half of the Biju, but wouldn't it, try to corrupt them or anything, because they are infant kids, said Koharu. That won't happen, because, said Tsunade as she bursted inside, I have checked the seal myself, and, aside from that, have checked their vitals. The Kyuubi is sealed away, and, presumably, its chakra is now dormant. And as for the kids, their chakra is flowing perfectly fine. And there are residues that indicates that this is their own chakra. And I can find the residues of the Biju's chakra as well, but they are locked away safely behind the seal that was also powered by the Shinigami Sama herself. As now the civilians were gasping, the goddess of death was powering the seal, meaning they had one thing less to worry about. So basically they are the heroes of the clan. Yes, and Fugaku. I was thinking that maybe Naruto, there is nothing to think. Minato was my cousin, even from an outsider perspective, half-blood, he was my cousin. He has gained the respect of the whole Uchiha clan. And Naruto is an Uchiha. And he will be raised as such. I will take him in. And plus Mikoto will be happy, because she is to be the godmother of the said child. I see. Then so be it. As before any protest could be made, everyone agreed to this. The civilians as well did agree to this. As now we go towards after the council meeting, as some of the people were standing and still being there and consoling Inuichi. As Fugaku then arrived, I apologize for your loss. You have my condolences. It's alright, Fugaku. But you better find that bastard. I will try my best, Inuichi. I will certainly not disappoint. But I believe that I know what you believe, said Hiruzen, and I too think that what you are thinking. Meaning that someone yes, someone might have stolen the Sharingan from your fallen Uchiha, might have killed some of the Uchihas who went missing. I will look into the logs, and we might try to find and locate Downs, and because it will narrow our search down. You must do that. As now we go towards Fugaku and Naruto coming to Uchiha compound, where many of the Uchihas stood still and welcomed Fugaku, as well as the son of the fallen hero. As Fugaku was now standing in front of his family, he saw that his father and the elder council arrived. So it seems Minato has fallen in the battle. Yes. And yet, they tried to put the blame on us. Even if one of our own has proven to them that we are not powered by hatred. Minato was different. Even if he was still an Uchiha. And he has proven to us that he was more than worthy of being an Uchiha. And as for his son, only time will tell. I expect great things from him. As Mikoto gasped while looking at Naruto. What is it? As the elders wanted to know. Look. As Fugaku gasped in shock as well. How can this be? As the elder's eyebrow rose as he went towards to check the eyes of the child to see that there was 2 tomos in each eyes. My word. The kid has awoken the Sharingan and he was born hours away and has 2 tomos in each eye. As everyone was now impressed by the sudden abilities of Naruto, to be able to possess and activate the Sharingan at the early age was something commendable, but right after being born and 2 tomos in each eye, it was certainly something entirely different. By the gods, he really is the son of a genius. We can expect great things coming from him in the future. We do. As after that, time began to pass. As Sasuke and Naruto grew closer alongside with Itachi, and Naruto began to notice that his family, from being happy, began to crumble into something of a distance, and his father figure, Fugaku, was now constantly fighting with his big brother Itachi, as he reached at the age of 5. As currently we see, after celebrating Naruto and Sasuke's birthday, which they presumed and proposed was on the same day, we see both of them on their bunk beds. What's keeping you awake, Naruto? Nothing, Sasuke. It's just that... Have you noticed that Tochan and, Nissan are continuously fighting with one another nowadays? Well, to be honest, no. I was busy playing. What gave you that idea? They rarely fight. I mean, they might have some, quarrel and all, but in the end it's all good. Which family doesn't have that? Well, I guess you're right, but something tells me it's different. As we see that Itachi was on the other side, listening to this. As he smiled. Leave it to Naruto, to figure everything out. He always has been a little bit observant. And the next morning, we see that Itachi brought both Naruto and Sasuke to his private training ground. Whoa, so this is your private training ground? Yes, I train here with my friend. He will be here in no time. And suddenly, she sweet and said, what do you mean in no time? I'm practically here right now. As both of the kids yelped and jumped a bit. That was cool. Since when did you plop suddenly behind us? What do you mean, you idiots? I have been here for a long time. Can you teach me that? Naruto said. Seriously, Naruto, do you really wish to learn? Can I learn as well, Nissan? Well, only if you're able to activate your chakra. But Naruto has to do that as well. Well, why don't you both if you give it a try? Alright. I'm not gonna disappoint, as both of the kids sat down, and after following the instructions, Naruto was able to awaken the chakra. As huge gust of wind blew by, as huge amount of purple chakra was now surrounding him. His chakra. Said Shisui, it's potent and visible, Itachi. Just like, I know, just like Madara. He has the same chakra as him. As when Naruto opened his eyes, his Sharingan was activated already. Whoa, that felt weird. Why is my vision different right now? Naruto, you're using the Sharingan. Sharingan? Whoa, no way! You can use the Sharingan? Said Sasuke. Since when? Wait, did you hide this from me? No, obviously not. I did not knew until this day. Well, Naruto, you heard a rumor, right? When you were born, you activated your Sharingan. Yeah, but I thought it was a silly rumor. It was the truth, and it seems that you're now fully able to activate it. How about we teach you, both of you? And from then on, Naruto began to train with his two Nisans, Shisui and Itachi, alongside with Sasuke, his little brother figure, as Sasuke was way behind this, but Naruto was catching up and was properly being trained. And this continued on for 2 years per se. As they reached their 8th year, they began the academy, and has been going on. And when they reached their 9th year, and 1 year after their academy, Naruto has already perfected the Sunshin no Jutsu, because Shisui, the master of Sunshin Jutsu, has taught him this, and he was already using a Tanto, which was quite useful for him. And Naruto's marksmanship was perfect, if not better than Itachi. And everyone was impressed by this. Naruto has learned a lot of jutsus as well, following Shadow Clone no Jutsu as well, because he couldn't make the simple clones, because his chakra was just too much potent. And not only that, Sasuke was not falling behind as well, and has learned how to throw senbons at different projectiles, which Naruto already has mastered, mixing it up with the elements. And one such day, we see that Naruto was making sure to demonstrate this in the class, as both of them had gotten good results, as Naruto was currently the Rookie of the Year, and in his class was many of the different, well, Konoichis, future generation of Konoichis, and future generation of Shinobis. Amongst them was Ino Yamanaka Senju, who was a quite genius, quirky girl, but whenever she was mad, she would crush anyone. For some reason, Naruto was quite, well, excited whenever she was around, and would act in a rivalry manner with her. Nice touch, Uchiha, but can you do this? She said, as she sent a fist into the air, and caused the air itself to go into shockwaves, which destroyed all the wooden marks. Damn, that is quite nice, actually. Naruto said, way to go, Ino-chan. Naruto said, as seeing him smile, Ino heart skipped a beat as she looked down. Whatever you say, you idiot. As we see that the academy ended, as both of Naruto and Sasuke were returning home. As both of them were talking, today's class was way too much cool, Naruto. And I think that Ino girl has a crush on you. Naruto? Naruto, said Sasuke when Naruto didn't answer his questions. Boy, are you daydreaming again? No, just thinking. Thinking about her, I presume. No, not at all, Sasuke. Is this about the family again? Sasuke said, getting serious. You know, I noticed as well now. Nissan has been becoming more distant and has been teaching and training us less and less. And he has been fighting with father a lot. So you were awoke that night. Yeah. You see, 2 nights ago there was a huge fight when they were sleeping downstairs. And even if they tried to deny it, they were awoke and listening into this. It was their Nissan, Itachi, and their father, Fugaku, who were continuously fighting with one another. And end of the flashback. I couldn't sleep that night. Neither was I. Let's just hope everything is fine and soon resolved. Have you noticed something else, Sasuke? Said Naruto. The clan. The elders, they are acting weird. They are having meetings. Meetings that I do not think should be happening. Naruto, you're scaring me with that, you know? I know, but I'm just maybe looking into it way too much, but it is going on around me. I just cannot ignore it. After all, it's my clan. And there are a lot of people who are innocent. If they do something stupid, like a coup d'etat, what will happen? Coup d'etat. Like that will ever happen, Naruto. You're just, way too much into this. Yeah, I guess. Me and my brain. As soon as they entered the clan compound, they noticed something odd. Why isn't it guarded yet? Maybe they're on the break, said Sasuke. As they begin to walk down the streets, they noticed that it was barren. And even the shops were still empty, but it was barren. And that is when Naruto began to look for the most detailed clues amongst them. Even his Sharingan was activated. Sasuke, duck! As Sasuke was not able to do that in due time, as a sword pierced his chest. As Sasuke was now on the ground, his eyes widened. No, Naruto said, as he was horrified seeing his little brother like this. No, please, goddammit, no, Sasuke. As Naruto looked towards the other side, as Sasuke drew his last breath. Run, Naruto. And his eyes closed, shut. As Naruto's eyes were wide as it could be, and his eyes morphed into 3 domos because of the pure shock and stress that he went through. And that is when he noticed a figure appearing in front of him out of nowhere, and it wore an orange mask with a single hole. My oh my. Now that the whole Uchiha clan is ended, I must go. What do you mean? What I said, the whole Uchiha clan has ended, and all thanks to Itachi and me. What? Itachi wouldn't do that. And that is when Naruto saw that he disappeared before he could do anything. After seeing Sasuke, he began to dash towards the main family compound, feeling not very well. As soon as he arrived, he busted through the door to see that there stood Itachi, his blade covered in the blood of their own parents. Why? Why did you and that man killed everyone? He even killed Sasuke. What? But he... Oh no. No. That wasn't how it's supposed to go. Why did you kill them? Why? Tell me. I knew that there was going to be something wrong with our elders, but why the younger generation? Why Kajan? You knew? Yes. Tell me who they were. I cannot, Naruto. But I was given a choice. Either save you or Sasuke, or everyone was gonna kill and destroy our clan. I wasn't going to allow that to happen. You know that, right? Nobody was going to allow that to happen. You're just a kid, Naruto. You don't even understand what the hell is going on out there. The council. The elders, that's all I need to know. The elders. No, Naruto, you don't need to know anything. It was me who did this. I wanted to test out my powers. The powers of the Mangekyo Sharingan. Don't bullshit me, Itachi. I know you way too much well. You wouldn't do any of this crap. You never cared about power. If you did, then you would have done something the day Shisui died. All thanks to Danzo. You know about that. I was there. I saw it happening. I was collecting some berries for Kajan. I saw it happening and I kept it a secret because I didn't want to be revealed to anyone. I wanted you to tell this to everyone, but you didn't. And I kept it a secret. I wanted to ask this question to you for so long time, but you constantly has been fighting with one another. And now this. Tell me, what did the elders do? They basically blamed the Uchiha clan because of the massacre, because Danzo was hell-bent that it was the Uchihas because of the Kyuubi having the Sharingan. So in the end, it's my fault. If I haven't been existing, no, Naruto, if anything, it is because of you the Biju was stopped. You cannot blame yourself. It was just a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding which cost us our whole family. My family and my clan. You cannot remain here. You have to leave. They're gonna kill you. Right? I'm going to go on a mission, Naruto. And I guess I'll leave the fort to you. As I do, said Itachi, with his lip now shaking visibly as his body was as tears began to fall down. I'm sorry for this. As Naruto's eyes widened, as Itachi used his genjutsu to cause Naruto to go into a deep panic and pain mode, which caused him to slump down and pass out. As he was going through nightmare of continuously witnessing everything, and Sasuke's death, and Sasuke blaming him, the stress was so much that He suddenly shot up, awoke, as he saw that in front of him was Tsunade as he was panting heavily, as was Hiruzen Sarutobi. Naruto, my boy, calm down, everything is fine. It isn't. It is not, Gigi. Everything is not fine. Even if I tried, it's not fine. My whole family, my clan, everything is gone. My brother is dead. Do you know who killed all of them? Itachi. It was Itachi, said Naruto begrudgingly, because now he had no proof, physical evidence against the elders. He couldn't say anything. He had to play Itachi's game, the last voice of Itachi ringing through his ears. If you want to prove my innocence and want me back, Naruto, which I highly doubt you would, you have to gather evidence to fight back. But then again, remember, revenge is a foolish game that you should not pray into, and focus on your own future. The Uchihas who can rise and be better. Since your father was in the limelight of being the only nice Uchihas that was even accepted by the most and many, you will be too. And with that, leaving Naruto with this question, Itachi disappeared. He said something to me about me not being their family member. I know I have different genes and all that, but I am an Uchiha. That much is certain. Yes, Naruto. And I think that you know that I am adopted, I know. Tell me who my parents are. I think I have a guess who they are, but I wish to know from your mouth. Hokage-sama. As Hiruzen knew that Naruto was hurt right now, he wasn't calling him Gigi. Take it easy, kid. No, Tsunade Bachan, I have to know, said Naruto. It was Kushina Uzumaki and Minato Uchiha, your father. Both of them are your parents. I see. I see now. I see why he left me alive. Because people needed those Uchihas who they can trust, not those who they cannot trust. Naruto, it isn't like that. Then what is it like, Gigi? Why were the kids killed? They could have been spared. He didn't spare them even. Why was I the only one who was spared? I see. Then what do you think, Naruto? What do you want? I will get my revenge on him, but for that I have to train and become a shinobi first, and foremost anything else. I cannot follow his blinded path of hatred and power. I will prove to him that I am better than him. I am the better Uchiha here, and I will come up with the most pacifistic solution possible. That's the spirit, Naruto. That is Gigi. As Naruto then said, my eyes, they hurt a lot whenever I tried to open the Sharingan. Let me see, said Tsunade, as Naruto's eyes opened to reveal 3 tomos until they spun into a paddle-like state. My word, this is the Mangekyo Sharingan. As Hiruzen then instantly said, Naruto, you have to lie down. And Tsunade, there is something that I need to talk to you. As after some time, we see that Naruto was alone in his room as he was contemplating some stuff until he heard a voice. You, Uchiha. He could have sworn he saw a visage of a fox speaking to him. And taking a hint, he said, Kyuubi? Yes, who else would it be? What do you want from me right now? Can't you see that I'm in the process of mourning? Mourning can wait. And that Uchiha, the masked person that arrived to kill your brother, he was also the person who was there that day when your father and your mother died. He's the reason your mother passed away. And you can say pretty much that I attacked your village. What? They blamed the Uchihas because the Sharingan was manipulating me indeed. And that Sharingan belonged to Madara Uchiha. And maybe Madara has passed down the Sharingan to that person who is currently using it. Really? Is it possible? Yes. You do not even believe how much the scarier Mangekyo Sharingan is. Then why are you telling me this? Because I can see that you are different from the rest of the Uchihas whose only goal and motive is to be power hungry. You think before you take actions. You do not solve everything with power. You think of a way to solve it without using of it. But if you can't, then there is no use to it than just to use the powers. I try my best, but what is it in for you? I want that man dead, and I presume you do too because of your Uchiha's instinct and your curse of hatred since you have awoken those accursed eyes. Which eyes? As Naruto then suddenly was pulled into his own mindscape, as now he was standing in front of a huge wall which was made out of huge beams of iron, and in the center heart was a huge paper in which kanji was written on it for only one word: seal. So this is where you are sealed away. In your consciousness, yes. I see. And I heard that I was one of the Jinchurikis. Do you know who the other one is? You have already met her. Her? So it's a girl. Yes. Her name is Ino Yamanaka Senju. And I presume that she is also in the middle of process of being told, since she was throwing a tantrum and she has unwillingly unleashed some bit of my chakra, and now she's scared. You can be aware of your other consciousness? Yes, as now she is of yours. As now suddenly we see Kyuubi was in a collective position, as suddenly Naruto's mindscape shifted into something different, as he saw the other half of the Kyuubi, and in front of him stood Ino. Naruto, is that you? Ino-chan, are you fine? Yeah, I'm fine, but how about you? I heard what happened. It must be hard, right? Yeah, I watched my family get butchered down by my own brother. It wasn't easy, but I'll live through it. I have to. Because I want to get revenge. Naruto, are you sure about this? What's there to deny, Ino? He took away everything that I had. And I can't even do this? You can. I'm afraid for you, you idiot. I see. Thank you for caring for me now. I care about you too. Just don't put yourself into stress. At this point, just why don't you two get a room? I can make it if you want to. What are you talking about, Kyuubi? Kurama, kid. Call me Kurama. Wait, you're giving away our identity like this? Well, yeah, she's a nice girl, and I presume this Uchiha is nice as well. It's different from the rest. Can't believe you done it, Uchiha. Of all the people in Uchiha coming down my hatred side. Wait, what hatred side? Yes. We are like yin and yang, after being split, like any other soul is. Like a soul contains happiness and calm and collective side, it also contains a irrational as well as a hatred-filled side. And you contain my irrational and hatred-filled side. I see. But he's quite calm and, chill person. Or a being. I see. If that is what you refer to me. But yes, that is our name, Kurama. You can refer to us as such. Alright. So, you're gonna help us in this, me in this endeavor. Ino is gonna help you as well. Wait, am I now? Yes. Since both of you have us, there might be a chance that both of you could be targeted by the masked person. Is that the same masked person that you told me about? Said Ino. You know about him too? Yes. And I heard that it was the same person who, he was the cause of my parents' death. And that is the person I'm after. Itachi is my second main concern right now. I see. If it eases you up, I'll help you take them both down. She said after she fist punched her hand. Thanks, Ino-chan. Just don't stress yourself, okay? You might get yourself wrinkles. As she grew a huge tick mark as her hair began to fly into the air, as she began to dash after him. You wait right here. Naruto Uchiha Uzumaki, come back here. I'm gonna pummel you to the ground, as Naruto light-heartedly began to laugh. The kid is taking it very easy after losing his family. He's trying to put up a brave face or a mask. I'm gonna calm him down later on. As after both of them were tired of running, we see that Ino sat down next to Naruto, as both of them were now huffing as they were out of breath. As she then said, you don't need to put up a mask. As Naruto stopped laughing, I'm not. You are, Naruto. I know you are suffering. And you need someone to lead on. I can be that someone. Said a 9-year-old Ino. Big words coming from that girl. As Naruto finally embraced her and let it all out, as she embraced him too. and both of them for some reason felt warm in each other's embrace. And after that, 1 month passed, and we see that Naruto has recovered somewhat, as finally we see Hiruzen arrived again. How are you feeling, Naruto? I'm feeling way too much well, GD. I guess I can go back to the academy now. Ah, I see you're eager, but there is something that I want to give you first. Come with me, my boy. As after Naruto was discharged and given the OK card from his Bachan, Naruto went with, well, Hiruzen, as he finally arrived in his office where a silver-haired man was waiting for him. Hey kid, I'm Jiraiya of the Sannin, and my father's sensei. It's nice to meet you, Godfather. I have heard you're quite a reputable person. Ah, I see. So you heard about my escapades, huh? Yes, how you were literally banned from any onsen available on this planet. As he face-faulted. Oh, come on, that's the only thing you can come up with? Well, yes, you're basically the bane of existence for the women, and as for someone like Gigi, you're quite a hero. Ahem. What do you mean by that, Naruto? He said with a twitching eyebrow. Your left third drawer. Don't say it. I know already. I'm sorry. Why did I even bother? Okay now. What is it you want to tell me? Well, I'm gonna be taking you in as my sensei. You're gonna be taught by me now, from now here on out. But what about my academy? You're not gonna go there, kid. And that masked person that you were mumbling about. Is it? I confirmed from QB. It is the same person. You're talking to that monster? Well, he's appearing in my mindscape, and I can communicate him with there. And he has revealed to me some secrets. It might be a person who has either Madara's Sharingan, or it is either Madara Uchiha himself. Most likely not. But there is a possibility. He had the Rinnegan at one point, which could basically give him the powers of the sage, and one of which prospective was immortality, said Jiraiya as his eyes widened. It all makes sense now. That attack, him wanting to use the Kyuubi to finish the job that he couldn't because of Hashirama Sensei. Right? He said, as he looked towards his own sensei. You could be onto something, Naruto. Jiraiya. Naruto, now Jiraiya will investigate into this more further, while you will go with him to train at Mount Miyaboku. But wait, what about... You will return, son, after it is time to graduate. I will inform your sensei and class. Alright then, it is decided. I will leave right now. Yes, that is for the best, son. That is for the best. After that, we go towards a time skip. Sometime later, we see that Ino arrived, bursting through the door of her grandmother's office, which was in the hospital of Konoha. Obasan, is it true that Naruto-kun left with your fellow comrade, Jiraiya, who you call the huge pervert? Well, yes, I heard the news from the sensei. The kid really did left for a training trip. But why? He didn't even came and say goodbye. Are you missing him already? Wait, what? I'm not missing that idiot, she said, hiding away her blush but failing miserably. Oh, come on, Ino-chan. I know you. I know you had a crush on that boy, and why you were trying to one-up him, just to impress him. As Ino then started to blush, and she couldn't deny it anymore. Was it that much obvious? Well, yeah, to an trained eye, it is that much obvious, but your father, he is trying his best to deny that right now. Really? Do you think he won't accept Naruto-kun? Ah, already on the kun basis, huh? Well, it's not that bad, I guess, and I kind of do like him. Well, if the kids like you back and he doesn't turn up to be like that pervert after he turns, then you have my blessing to chase after him. But what if he does? Then forget about it completely, because let's just say, Jiraiya, I know him way too much dearly, and he will try his best to corrupt that poor bastard. As Ino now prayed to whatever god up there was to let that not happen, and somehow her prayers were going to be answered in the future. As now, we go towards a time skip. Naruto trained hard and strong for these years, and even went out on missions with Jiraiya, or under Jiraiya's jurisdiction and vision, in which he has eradicated many of the bandit camps and taken his first claim and kills. And during those missions he was given the eyes of his father as well, which Jiraiya has taken out after his death, before his burial. And He, with the help of Fukusaka and Shima, Ma and Pa, the two elder Toad Sages from Mount Miyaboku, were able to implant in his eyes, and also was teaching him how to use the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. So far, he was able to use the imperfect form of Sano, but that was quite something in its own right. No Uchiha aside from Madara was able to use it. If anybody could today, it might have been Itachi, but he has deserted. And he has joined an organization known as Akatsuki, and that is when we see that Naruto was currently finishing up in Land of Waves after killing a tyrant known as Kato. As after doing so, he brought his dead body alongside a scroll in which all the treasures were revealed there, and then he left a clone there to protect the treasure until someone saw it, and he vanished himself. As he was going through the trees, he stopped suddenly as he saw or sensed someone watching him. "You can come out now, Itachi. I know you're there." And to his surprise, a crow appeared there with the same pattern of the Sharingan as his Nissan at one time had. "It's been a long time, Naruto," and soon many of the crows gathered around and turned to Itachi. "You're not real, you're just a clone. I want to face the real you." Quite eager to take revenge, I see. "Not revenge. I'm away from the village right now, but I promise you this much. I'm gonna return soon, because my training is almost finished, and I've proven to Jiraiya that I can take care of on my own. He sent me here to take care of a B-rank threat known as Kato. He's a civilian, but the shinobis that he carry are the ones who are dangerous. So, I presume the mission went well?" "Yes, the mission was well, and I was able to take care of the most of them." "I see. I'm proud of you." So, what are you going to do? What do you mean that you're gonna go and get those? "I'm gonna go and get those who were the cause of my clan's extinction." "Who made you do this?" "The elders?" "Yes. I'm gonna go and start gathering around a lot of evidence. While I continue to do so, I'm gonna focus on my main goal, finding that masked person." "You mean Toby?" "The same one." "That's not Toby. It's either Madara Uchiha or someone who has this Sharingan. So you figured out his fakeness?" "Yes." "I see. How so?" "He was the same person who attacked the day the QB attack happened." "I see now. It all makes sense. That is why he's so hell-bent on finding the Bijus." "Bijus? I shouldn't have told you that, but I did." "Yes, he plans on finding the most of the Bijus and reviving a new Biju altogether." "What kind of Biju?" "That is something that I do not even know, but his main goal is the Moon Eye Plan." "Moon Eye Plan? I see. Do you know any more details?" "No, and I presume that you will give this information to Jiraiya." "Obviously I will." "Good. Then my work here is done. Everything now rests in your hands, Naruto." "Thanks, Nissan." As after that, Itachi disappeared in Murder of Crows with a smile. "Always, brother. Always." As we see Naruto finally return back to Mount Miyaboku, where Jiraiya and everyone was waiting for him, as they all looked at him in a grim expression. "Why the grim expression, Naruto?" "As their happiness was not removed and changed with the worried one." "Did you fail your mission or something?" "No, not that. I met Itachi." Did you get in contact with him? Did you had a fight?" "No, not at all. He gave me a few bits of information here and there." "What kind?" "He told me about this organization known as Akatsuki. They're just nomad clan, formed of different missing nins from different villages. They take jobs from different villages and do the deed. Their main goal is after the Jinchurikis." "What?" "Yes. Pa, Ma, do you know something about gathering all the nine-tailed Bijus and making a whole new being?" That is something that we could ask to the Elder Toad Sage. He might have how know about this knowledge, because he was the only person who has met with the Sage of Six Paths himself." "I see. As soon as I can, I'll arrange a meeting with Gamamaru-sama." "Thank you." As Naruto was now resting, or more like trying to, he heard a voice. "You know, kid, I'm still here. Even if I have been with you, you have rarely ever asked for my power. And I gotta say, I commend you for that. Many of the people would have requested or begged even for my power to be used. As I said, Kurama, I will only request for your power and your hand if there is a trouble in which I cannot get out of. And so far, that challenge has not been arrived. Even if it is, I must try to find a way myself first. And in the end, if there is no other choice, then and only then I will be using your chakra. And that is something I have grown to like about you, Naruto. But that is not what I'm saying. I'm talking about I can help you with solving this mystery, because I, for one, am a Biju myself, created by the sage himself. As Naruto then said, that's it. How can I be so stupid? Kurama, what do you know about this? For one, the Moon Eye plan is nothing more than a false hope for those things you call human flashbacks. Oh, come on, I'm same as them. I was joking. But that is the truth. It is fake plan. And the only purpose of the plan is, and to bring back a new Biju, which is the Ten-Tail, is to grow a tree, which is a chakra tree, which will consume the chakra from Earth itself, as well as the humans who uses it. And it will bore a chakra fruit that will be consumed and can only be consumed by an Otsutsuki. Otsutsuki? Yes. I read about an Otsutsuki Kaguya from the past. Is she an... Yes, she is. You can say the sage's mother and the one who he sealed in the moon. I see now. It all makes sense. They're gonna break her free. For how? For that they need the Ten-Tails first and a Jinchuriki. And then and only then, with her will, she will be revived and bring back. Free from her prison, more like it. Said Kurama. I see now. It makes sense. We have to stop the Akatsuki before they cause this mess. Calm down, kid. They have to gather each and every Jinchuriki. And now, as I remember, the sun is rising and you have to get back to your village. And I presume you have to meet with your other half. Right? You mean, oh shit, I forgot to say bye to her. After all these years, Naruto realized his other mistake. He forgot to say goodbye to her. As now we go towards Konoha, where we see that Ino was just relaxing or trying to relax when she heard Kurama laughing. Why are you laughing, Kurama? It seems that Naruto just realized from my other half that he forgot to say goodbye to you, as Ino grew a tick mark on her forehead. And, well, he's afraid now, as he should be. As soon as he gets back, I'm gonna beat his ass. Young love. It's so much fun and surprising to watch. Oh, hush now, Kurama. And let me rest. As Kurama then chuckled as Ino started to blush and her face drowned inside the water tub that she was bathing to hide her blush away. After that, we have a scene change. Scene change towards the morning. We see that Naruto and Jiraiya were walking back towards the opening of Konoha. As Naruto has grown up a lot, and he was already at 5.8 height, and was quite muscular for his build. As he entered Konoha's gates, he was greeted by the guards, as was Jiraiya, and Naruto went towards the Hokage office. It's been a long time, Gigi. Ah, Naruto, my boy. You're finally back. How was your training trip? I became a Toad Sage, a complete and perfect one, unlike someone. Ha ha. Rub it in my face, kid, all you want. But don't forget, it was me. Obviously, how can I forget you, Irasanin? Irasanin? That's a nice name, Naruto, for someone like Jiraiya. Oh, come on, Sensei, not you too. Well, it is kind of funny name. And, well, I'll tell you all about this. Why don't you go to the academy, Naruto? Well, this brings back a lot of memories. I hope all of them are grown a lot. By them you mean Ino, huh? Said Jiraiya as he wiggled his eyebrows. Oh, come on, Irasanin, don't do this. It's enough fun to tease you, kid. You had your part of fun. Let me have mine. Fair. Too fair. Okay, I'll be leaving now. Jane, as Naruto left, as both of them were left alone. So, any news? That should I be worried about the Akatsuki? It seems that the kid was contacted by Itachi. And Itachi has revealed to them their true goal, the goal of the Akatsuki. And what might that be? Gathering the 9 tails and making a new Biju altogether. The 10 tails. So it is not a myth. The 10 tails. Yeah, Gamamaru-sama said something like that. But he said that it might be a myth or something. It is not a myth. The sage has confirmed that. I have a book from old past, way over hundreds and thousands of years ago. It is just an ancient text that has been preserved somehow. I see. So it is the truth then. Then the rabbit goddess and all that Naruto bickered. It was. It is true. And there is a high chance that that is what they're aiming for. Meaning the world might end. Sensei, do you think we should contact the other villages? Not before we gather enough proof, because they will just think that we are just trying to make them distract so we can attack them. That is something correct. I will get on to it. Not that the kid is trained perfectly and can use the Biju mode whenever he wants. I will be on this case 24/7, Sensei. Just be careful out there, Jiraiya. You know me, Sensei. I will. As now we go towards Naruto, where we see him standing in front of the academy gates. As he could have sworn he saw a visage of him and Sasuke going and playing and even living there. I should have visited the graves first. As he stepped inside, as he was hit by nostalgia like bricks in the guts. As finally he arrived at the class in which he seated. As he knocked on the door, as it slid open to reveal an Iruka. Oh my. It's Naruto. How have you been, son? I've been fine, Sensei. Thank you for asking, though. Come on in, then. Class, I would like you to reintroduce to one of our fellow mates who was on a journey, but has finally returned home. Meet Naruto Uchiha Uzuma. Before he could finish, some figure jumped on Naruto. And next thing they know, Naruto was in a bear hug by none other than Ino Yamanaka Senju, who has perfected the arts of her grandmother and her great-grandmother, as she has become a complete medical genius already, because she was a prodigy in the said field. As Naruto then said, I missed you too, Ino-chan. Can't breathe. Oh, sorry. Force of habit, I guess. As after that, Naruto was reacquainted with his friends and they all seated down. And final test was conducted as most of them passed and Naruto again was passed. But this time around in the middle, not at the top, because he has missed throughout a lot of years. Even if he was training with the Sannin, it was still the criteria. As Naruto, after becoming a shinobi, was met by Ino outside. Hey Naruto, what is it, Ino-chan? I was wondering, would you like to go and meet Tsunade Bachan with me? Maybe we can go and grab some lunch with her. I mean, she's basically free if you want. Yeah, I like that. I was meaning to ask, check up on her, I guess. As Naruto then left, not before making a clone without making aware of this, as the clone was already beginning its job, which was to track down any former or solid evidence against the elders. As Naruto was currently seen sitting after an hour inside Tsunade's office, as they were just chatting and enjoying the lunch. So how was your journey so far, Naruto? Way back, how does it feel? Well, it's quite surreal. I left when I lost everything, and now I return. I think I have gained something. Much wiser words from someone like you, Naruto. I'm not that much dumb, Obasan. I know, Naruto, I know. I was just teasing you. Why don't you go and grab some snacks for us, Ino? As Ino then left, leaving Naruto and Tsunade there. So, kid, tell me, what is it that you want to talk about? As Naruto realized that Tsunade was making sure that Ino was away so that she could talk to Naruto easily. Oba-chan, I need you to fix my bones. What do you mean, fix your bones? I didn't tell her, but many of my bones are cracked. I didn't ask anyone to heal them. Are you insane? Why? Do you want your bones to deform? They were being held in a place together by Kurama. The Biju? Yes, because of his chakra, but I could still feel the pain. For how long? 1 year. You really are an idiot, aren't you? Yes. Why did you do this to yourself? Pain-bearing torturement. I need to be able to withstand any and all sorts of pain torture that they can do to me if I'm ever caught. Why are you so much doing this, Naruto? There are some people that I want to unveil. Someone who is very much powerful inside the walls of Konoha. As Tsunade then got up and in an instant made a hand seal. Who? Who was behind the attack? You're... Yes, I'm not that much dumb or stupid, Naruto. And I was always thinking what Itachi did was not without a reason. And Sensei is hiding something. It was the elders. He revealed everything to me. What? Do you have any evidence? Of course I do, but it's not physical or solid one. I'm trying to find any leads I can get, and I want you to keep your eyes peeled up and watch on. I'm gonna expose those sons of a bitches. Is this the right way, Naruto? What choice do I have? This is the least I can do for those who have fallen, those who were innocent. Not like my clan was innocent at all, but the kids, the women, they were. They were killed off as well as extras. I cannot bear with that. And Sasuke, he too was killed by that masked person who took away my family, who killed my mother and father. Wait, is it the... Yes, the same one. I see now. I see. We were contemplating on this, but when we talked this to the council, they said that it must be some other person who was trying to impersonate the said person who attacked the village back then. And I presume these were the elders? Yes. Do you think there is some sort of connection, Naruto? If there is, then they're dead. More likely. As now we go towards the elders who were seated. It seems that the kid is back, and he's way more cunning than we presumed. He has sent out his clones, but God knows where. I do not feel right about this, Danzo. The kid is onto something. Whatever it is, we are not to be worried or afraid of. We are the Council 3 main pillars. We can do whatever we want. We can forge towards if we want. But if we get caught? So what? The Akatsuki has a plan. They want the Jinchurikis. Either one will do. Let's just say Ino is more gullible and Tsunade is still around, but as for Naruto, we can kill off Jiraiya and he'll be more vulnerable to us. We can manipulate him and use him to our own advantage. But he's from a prominent clan, and the Uchihas. Well, not now, but later on. The Akatsuki has agreed to our, deal. After we have some of the Uchihas born from him, it is perfect way for us to, go ahead and kill him. But unknown to them, this was being recorded by Naruto's clone, as he has gathered and has been gathering some proofs here and there, as he, was able to get into their secret meeting room, in which they have kept every record of every deed they has committed, and the solid proofs were there. Naruto gathered each and every one and handed his clones into all of them after reading most of them, to make sure that they looked like exact real ones, as he departed. As now we see him standing outside of the Hokage office, where his real appeared. It seems that my clone has gathered the solid evidence way too much early that I was hoping that might take some time. What do you mean, Naruto? These are the evidence that says that elders are working alongside the Akatsuki and Orochimaru. What? How can that be? Here, let me see. As after Hiruzen saw and confirmed everything that Naruto was saying was true, his blood boiled. Anbu! Drag the elders here and grab the others and call them for a council meeting. Instantly, and look for my both students and tell them to be here as well. And in an instant, knowing the Anbus that the Kage was enraged, bent as they were ordered to do so, they did. And everything was settled, and the pitch was set, and Naruto was here. For sure that those who have done his family wrong will suffer now. And he was gonna make sure that they did. As after the council meeting was called, Miboki then asked, why is the council meeting called, Hokage-sama, so urgently? We have gotten solid proof on the elders over here that they have been working with the Akatsuki as well as Orochimaru. Bullshit! You call this bullshit, huh? Said Naruto, throwing everything in front of them as their eyes gasped and opened. You were the ones behind Kumo and the exchange? That why they wanted my brother? It can't be explained, Hiyashi. Plus she was weak. You needed a strong hair, and Neji could be that one. Said Koharu, you have no right to do this. And that is when Inuichi grabbed a document. You poisoned my wife? She was going to be in the path of Ino to become strong. I mean, look at her. She has come so far under Tsunade. Misaki She wasn't going to allow that to happen, and she had to go. "She was my wife, damn it, and you have no right to do this!" said Inoichi, as he was this close to bursting out and lashing out on them. That is when Naruto grabbed another document. "And you were the ones behind the Uchiha massacre. It was your plan to have manipulating Uchihas. But, unlucky for you, I was the only one that was alive that day. Right? And I do not play game by your rules. I have beaten you in your own game, elders. Accept your misdeeds and finally confess. So what if we did all this? It was for the betterment of the village. Weaks need to be removed from our corpse, Hiruzen, so we can always have strong shinobis and can prosper. This is no way, Danzo. And you, for one, have no right to say that or choose that. Naruto, do what you can with them. You are the one who is the most critical victim." As Naruto closed his eyes to open them to reveal the Mangekyo Sharingan, as his half Susanoo activated. With a single arm, he grabbed the three elders, Amaterus, as they begin to burn and scream with the help of black flames as Naruto's eye was bleeding out. And they just begin to disintegrate until nothing remained. And Danzo couldn't use the Izanagi because Naruto was deflecting his genjutsu all this time with the help of his own Sharingan. As after that, the whole council witnessed the execution of the elders. Now we know that where Orochimaru is hiding and the Akatsuki is. And with the documents that Danzo and the elders have kept, they were both located down. But before doing anything to them, they needed the help of the other villages. So Naruto went with Hiruzen and informed them about their deeds and what they wanted to do with proof. And that is when other villages agreed to helping them out and forming an alliance. But Akatsuki was cunning, as they have already declared war on all of them. As we see that they were able to hibernate the parts of other Bijus and make their own weaker form of Ten Tails, which the 9 Bijus took care of, but it did cause a lot of devastation. But in the end, the Akatsuki was at a loss and was defeated by Naruto and the rest of the elemental nations combining their strength with Ino. But unfortunately, Kaguya was released with the help of the other Otsuzukis, as she combined, formed the Otsutsuki God and appeared there. "You mortals have been a bane in my path, but I myself am here now, and now I'm gonna crush you all, and take the power without peace, since you do not deserve it. You don't want peace." As before they could do anything, or say anything, both of them were pierced through a chakra rod and killed in an instant, or from the looks of it. As the older generation was shocked, their heroes were killed, the two who liberated them, Ino and Naruto. And that is when Hagoromo appeared, and combining their blood, both of them were given the sun and the moon seals, making them the complete Otsuzukis as well, because of their powers now given to them, and making them the new sage of the 6 paths. As both Naruto and Ino rose, Ino was completely glowing golden now, with all KCM2 form, but Naruto, his KCM2 form was different, because he activated his Susanoo with the avatar. As there stood now an armored Kurama with 2 swords and a simple Kurama, as both of them now engaged in the Otsutsuki God battle, and in the end, 2 of the most strongest beings were able to powerful the only alone being. And Kaguya was killed without getting the Karma Seal. Before she could do so, Hagoromo appeared and stopped her. "Enough, mother." As Kaguya's eyes widened. "No, stop this, my son, please. Do not do this." "It must be done, mother. Our time has passed." And with that, Hagoromo took his mother away, as Kaguya has finally lost, and so did the Otsuzukis who freed her. And Naruto and Ino has won. As that is when we see that the whole elemental nation was cheering after overcoming this catastrophe that they have witnessed in a single day. And those who have sacrificed themselves, they were buried properly. As now we see 1 year has passed after this incident, as Naruto has gained the trust of not only their own village, but the villages of the rest, and so have Ino, as they were called the Sages of the 6 Path, and the only couple that the whole elemental nation would listen to, and their child. It was an unspoken rule amongst the Kages of the future and of the present. As currently we see Naruto standing in front of the graves of all the family members of his fallen. And more specifically his brother's grave, the grave of Sasuke Uchiha, until he felt a presence behind him. You know, Naruto, I still don't believe why did you let me live. To suffer? No. I want you to live because I'm going to be making you the godfather of my kid. What? Why me? Because you need a reason to live as well, Itachi Nisan. You have went through as much as I did. As Itachi finally shed his tears that he was holding back, as Naruto let his own shoulder for him to cry on. It's alright. I'm here for you. And I forgive you. Because you have not committed any sin. If anything, you were a victim of their usage. As now, after 2 years, we see that Naruto was currently sleeping in his house as Ino arrived upstairs with a bundle of joy in their arms. It was called Inosuke Uchiha Uzumaki Senju Yamanaka, as he jumped from Ino's hands onto their father's stomach, as Naruto was literally awake and his eyes was dizzy. Not nice, Inosuke. As Ino chuckled, well, you deserve that. I called you for like bajillion times, but you never answered. Haha, very funny, honey. I guess I gotta prepare now. I got a meeting in a few bits with the others. I see. Well, talk to you later. As after that, we see Naruto arriving and taking care of everything as the 6th and official Kage of Konohagakure no Sato, and the well-respected man in the whole elemental nation, and a married man as well, with one of their son, Inosuke, and one child was about to be born now, because Ino was pregnant, 4 months into. As for Tsunade, let's just say she was a grandmother now, and all hell will broke loose even if her own granddaughter touched Inosuke the wrong way, because she was seeing her 3rd generation, and that was saying something in its own right, and she was happy with it. And for the rest of the elemental nation, they were at peace, because they were strong beings that were protecting them. And as for Naruto, even after losing and overcoming the loss, he was able to finally find his inner peace, his family, and his love of life, Ino Yamanaka Senju Uchiha Uzumaki. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And I apologize for the minor, audio dampening thing or stuff. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I know it happened, and I tried my best to, just record it in different sections. So I hope you enjoyed it. This is Apollo, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!